Let's speak to Alan Holdren, who joins us from Rome. He's the Rome Bureau Chief for Catholic News Agency. Good to have you with us. This is being hailed as the first direct attempt by the Pope to address the issue of abuse and cover-up. In your opinion, how important is this letter?
I think, surely this really shows that the Pope cares, that he means business. This is the first time he writes to all the people of God, as he put it, all of the Catholics in the world about this theme. But he has made investigations most recently into abuse and cover-up in the nation of Chile. He's done the same in other places, really bolstering the department within the Vatican called the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith that investigates these abuses and their cover-up, especially when they regard bishops. But then also for after a process locally takes place under the bishop and cases of allegations of abuse are sent on to Rome, they also take care of those. I think what we see right now here by the Pope is his interest that a follow-up will take place, and it's going to be him spearheading it. But also we see in the United States in particular, as a result of this crisis, we can call it a full-on scandal, there's a real upheaval. The regular people are saying, we want change and we want it right now.
Yeah, that is one thing, though, that people have criticised the letter for. It is pretty short on specifics, and many people would also say, particularly in the US, which you mentioned there, it's too little too late. Many of these abuses are so old that they can't even be tried.
That's right. I think it's really important to say that in that grand jury report, the 301 priests named are named because of accusations. Some of those didn't go through a full trial. Some of those priests could even be innocent. They're allegations, accusations. I think when the Pope wrote this letter today, when he released the letter, it says in it that the Catholic Church will spare no effort to prevent abuse now and in the future. And like you said, they're also going to have to look into the past and to make amends for those actions of priests, but then also of church hierarchy that covered up for abuses.
We know the Pope is travelling to Ireland at the weekend. I mean, Ireland has been particularly scarred by the whole abuse scandal and the cover-up. Do you think Pope Francis will address the issue there? And, you know, do his words have any impact on the crashing loss of faith that many have suffered because of this?
Oh, I think we can fully expect him to address it. He's not one to back down from such things. The fact that he releases this letter on the eve of this World Meeting of Families is what it's called, that big Catholic event there. It is really telling as well, because he wants to show people immediately that this is something that's on his mind, that he cares about, that he cares for them, that he cares for change. For him not to bring it up would be really strange. There are also a couple of cardinals who are very close advisors of the Holy Father who are dealing with troubles at home. Cardinal Donald Wuerl of Washington, D.C., who's mentioned in that grand jury report more than 200 times. He was the bishop of Pittsburgh during a part of the time that's referred to in that grand jury report, and there are 19 cases in which he was directly involved as the superior to the priests who were accused. There's also Cardinal O'Malley, Sean O'Malley of Boston, who's in charge of the Pope's Commission for the Prevention of Abuse of Minors and Vulnerable Adults. Both of them were set to speak at this event in Ireland. Both of them have since rescinded their participation. They need to take care of issues back at home. The Pope will have to address that somehow. I expect him to address it during official events, but then also there will be the press conference on the return flight from Ireland on Sunday night, in which journalists have the chance to actually ask him questions directly. I expect fully that will be a main theme.
Alan, thank you very much indeed for that. Good to get your thoughts there. Alan Holdren there.